Don't you find it really irritating when you buy a smartphone, about a year passes and the battery's completely lost its charge, and you turn your smartphone over to try and change the battery, but you can't. It's welded shut. Well, all that might be about to change. I'm Tom Barker, Rize ETF, and I wanted to tell you about an exciting piece of legislation that's come out of Europe. Now, what they're looking to do is regulate the battery industry all the way from production to consumption to recycling. So what exactly are they looking to do? Well, they want to make sure that when we're manufacturing batteries, we're doing that using a minimum proportional percentage of recycled materials. And also, once the battery reaches the end of its useful life, they want to make sure that a minimum percentage of batteries are actually recycled. They want to introduce a consumer labelling system, so similar to what we have in the UK on foods, where we have nutritional traffic light information. They want to do that, but with the carbon footprint of the battery. And as I said, they want to make it so that with consumer electronics devices, you can very easily switch out the battery for a new one. Now, why do they want to do all of this? Well, if you think about how capitalism has always been, it's very much followed a linear consumption pattern. So we take materials out of the ground, we make things with it, and then we chuck it in a landfill. It's very wasteful. It's not very sustainable at all. And what they want to do is transition to an economy that's far more circular, where resources are kept in a closed loop ecosystem, which obviously is far less wasteful and far more sustainable. So what is the opportunity for investors? Well, there are companies out there that actually help recycle batteries. So there is a company called Li-Cycle who use an advanced industrial process. So we get batteries that would have just been chucked in a landfill, and we're using that process to extract elements such as lithium, such as nickel, such as copper, cobalt, and we're able to give those elements a new lease of life in a new battery. Otherwise, they would have just been wasted. So obviously, all of this is really good for the planet. It's good for sustainability. It's a good opportunity for investors, but also for consumers, it's a positive thing too, because it means that once again, as we could back in the 80s and 90s when we had electronic devices, we could quite easily turn them over and put a new battery in. Well, hopefully soon you will be able to do that as well. What a time to be alive.